10.
T-minus 1 minute and counting.
Fox go.
Rock, report range status.
This is the Rock, range green.
50 seconds. 45.
Launch enabled. GE, main power off.
Main power off.
Upper stage LH2 secure at flight level.
T-minus 30 seconds.
T-minus 30.
Status check.
Go Delta.
Go WGS.
25.
Green board.
Flight lock-in.
23.
SRM TVC below down.
15.
Rofi ignition.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We have ignition. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of the United Launch Alliance Delta IV rocket carrying the 7th WGS satellite for the United States Air Force. The wideband global SATCOM satellite provides significantly increased capacity for our nation's leaders, warfighters, and international partners.
Maximum SRM chamber pressure now. Coming up 30 seconds. 34 seconds, Mach 1, vehicle now going transonic. Passing 40 seconds, altitude 3.7 nautical miles. 45 seconds, maximum dynamic pressure, max Q on the vehicle. 50 seconds in. Altitude 6.38 nautical miles, velocity 2,532 feet per second, downrange distance 4.43 nautical miles. 1 minute into the flight.
You are hearing the voice of Steve Agate providing launch vehicle ascent data.
Miles, velocity 3,646 feet per second, downrange distance 7.44 nautical miles. Standing by for a solid rocket motor burnout, about 10 seconds from now. And we have burnout, standing by for SEP. And we have separation. 4 solid rocket motors have separated. 1 minute, 50 seconds in. Delta vehicle now weighs half of what it weighed at launch, expelling propellant at the rate of 1,945 pounds per second. 2 minutes into the flight. Altitude now passing 35.5 nautical miles. Velocity 6,443 feet per second. Downrange distance 34 nautical miles. 2 minutes, 14 seconds in. Past Mach 5. Hydrogen supply valve on the second stage are open, allowing fuel for our second stage flight. Passing 2 minutes, 31 seconds. Two minutes, 40 seconds in. Altitude 54.7 nautical miles, velocity 8,773 feet per second, downrange distance 67 nautical miles. Bearing separation should be about 15 seconds from now. Standing by. And fairing SEP. Good fairing SEP, 3 minutes, 14 seconds in. 75.5 nautical miles in altitude, 12,000 feet per second, downrange distance 116.8 nautical miles. 3 minutes, 28 seconds in. We'll be going to the partial thrust mode about 15 seconds from now. 57% thrust level, standing by. And we've been commanded to partial thrust. Standing by for main engine cutoff. Main engine cutoff. Standing by for stage sep. And we have stage separation. NEDS is deploying. Standing by for the igniter spark. Igniter spark, standing by for ignition. And we have ignition. Ignition on the second stage. Second stage chamber pressure is coming up. Good chamber pressure on the second stage. Good stable burn. Recovering from the initial ignition transients. 4 minutes, 41 seconds in. Altitude now passing 144 nautical miles.
This is Delta Mission Control at Al plus 4 minutes, 58 seconds. We've just heard Steve Agid report the successful execution of the early events of tonight's flight, and all systems continue to operate nominally. The Delta IV and WGS satellite are traveling southeasterly over the Atlantic Ocean, away from the Florida coast. The mission is now in the first of 2 planned RL-10 engine burns. This burn will last approximately